Okay. How bad was this loss for the Bucks, bro?
It was a terrible loss. And Doc is right. And we saw it the night before with Golden State. When you think you got a big game coming up, it's actually like us as viewers. You know, you're excited about watching. We talked about it. Denver, Golden State. Let's see. This is a real test for the Warriors with Jokic. And then Jokic doesn't play, and you're like, okay. And it turns out to be a good game. But that's what happened to Milwaukee. It happens to a lot of teams in the league. So he's right about that.
It's happened 3 times in a week. Denver did it against the Lakers. Against the Lakers when all their guys were out. Then Golden State did it against Denver, and then Milwaukee did it against Golden State.
So it does happen. Doc is right about that. But here's the truth. The Bucks are done. They are not contenders.
Wow.
I
wasn't ready for that. That was your take?
It's obvious.
Gosh darn it.
Because it's obvious.
Sometimes it doesn't matter who goes first in these segments. This was one evidently it really mattered.
Wow, Bucks are done.
We like the Bucks a lot. They had a big slice of pie.
Go ahead. Just go ahead.
Title pie. They are done. Period. They might win around because Indiana won't be easy, but they could play Indiana. Maybe they'll play the Knicks. Who knows with Jalen Brunson?
They also could play Detroit.
He'll be back. Yeah, Detroit. I mean, who knows how it can happen. So they might win around. But as far as getting out of the East, it is not happening. They are in a real dogfight for seeding, which is important in the East. And they've lost 5 of their last 7 games. All right, the one win was against the Lakers. I know Nick was going to say this. He's mad at me. They were against the Lakers with no LeBron. Okay, they are mediocre. In every, as great as Giannis is, and he is great, I'm not diminishing his greatness at all.
But if he's not great, they are drawing dead.
They are
Nights
mediocre.
like last night, they can't beat anyone.
And as much as Dame is scoring, we've known he's not a defender. All right, all these 5 losses in the last 7 games have been with Dame, have been with Giannis, have been with Kyle Kuzma, who's supposed to be the 3rd guy in their big 3. And here's the other thing, because even if they were playing well, like if they were really running, say they were battling Boston for the 2nd seed or maybe in between Boston and Cleveland, you know what we'd be saying? Doc, can he get it done? I mean, Doc has gotten a pass.
Where's Tony Reali to mute Brou if you need him?
We would be, because Doc, since he left Boston, has struggled in the playoffs. And I don't know, I hope you didn't have this graphic. This is not a graphic, but this is a number. They were 30-13 with Adrian Griffin. That's almost a 70% winning percentage. That equates to a 57-win season over 82 games. They're 55-49. That's darn near 500 with Doc in his years there. That's a 43-win season. So everybody, Doc, like I said, because the players have been injured or not, playing well, people have not talked about Doc. But that's the other thing. Will they reach their potential in the playoffs when Doc hasn't done that in the past several years?
I'll show you a full screen since I think you're out of ammo.
Go ahead.
Whole take. Record against current playoff teams. Obviously, Cavs are good. The Thunder are good. The Celtics are good. My Rockets look pretty good. Go all the way to the other column. There's the Grizzlies at 9-16 that we don't believe in, and the Bucks at 8-17. So even if they do get to the playoffs, Doc's history, notwithstanding.
You'd have thought Isaiah Stewart would have carried the Pistons to it.
They would. They don't give the ball enough. The guy can score more.
In high school, he definitely would.
So what I have written down here is...
No, give us something new. Don't pout. Give us something fresh.
Can you relax?
This is the second time I've done that when I said Lakers will win.
Go
ahead and say it. Bucks are going to win it all.
No, it's the opposite. I'm out on Milwaukee. I have been keeping their contender seat warm out of my not only respect for Giannis, but kind of just respect for NBA history, which is if you have a top 20 all-time guy in his prime, you're always a contender.
Right.
You know what I mean? Similarly how I felt on Friday, I think it was about Denver, where Jokic is in that exact same bucket, top 20 all-time player in his prime. I'm like, man, I do not believe in Denver. I'm downgrading Milwaukee. And it's for a lot of the reasons Brou said, which is they need these games.
Yeah, that was the weird part.
It's not just, you're right, we don't know who they're going to play in the first round. But by avoiding the 6, they guarantee that in the first round they don't face one of the top 3 teams in the East. So, like, the Cavs and Boston are here, and then there is a very clear third best team in the East, and that's the Knicks. So you would like to get, you know what I mean, to end up in the 4-5, even if you have to be the 5, and in round 1 get Indiana or Detroit. No disrespect to those teams. I know the Pacers were in the conference finals last year, to get your legs underneath you before a round 2 war. By losing a game like this, you might have a round 1 war where you're a significant underdog. And the fact that they can't survive when Giannis isn't awesome is really, really troubling. And that's how Giannis is allowed to have a bad game every now and again, and Draymond was awesome on him, and Draymond deserves credit for that. But you should be able to have Giannis had a better game last night than Steph, because Steph didn't play. So the Warriors' best player got 0. The Bucks' best player got 20 on 5 of 16, should be able to win. So I just can't, I agree with Brou. I can't take them seriously as a contender. To me, the East is down to 2 contenders. Sorry, Ramsey and the Knicks fans.
Wow.
But no, they really.
The Knicks definitely
the Knicks, right. What's their...
They can't win good teams. They're
they
9.
Right, they can beat average playoff teams, but they can't beat the best teams in the league. It's the Cavs and the Celtics.
Right.
It's going to be the conference finals, and it's
the scariest team of those bottom, after the top 2, might be Indiana.
Really?
Might be. I mean, look at last year. I'm just saying they're young, they play fast. Might be.
I'm buying up all the Buck stock that you guys just sold. So I am now.
Really?
Maybe. Yeah. If you guys are totally out, I'm not totally out, so I'm the Bucks guy again. And I understand everything you said makes sense, Brou. In a 7-game series, don't you think Giannis can win?
I knew you were going to do this.
Well, I was like, one off here and one off there.
Against Cleveland or Boston? No.
No.
Well, I believe in.
I mean, that's the thing. I said they could win a round. I think they could actually beat the Knicks. I mean, I'm not.
Well, how many games can Giannis?
But they could.
I buy into that. Giannis can win you.
Not 4.
3. And then Dame has to win you 1.
That's not against a great team. That's not happening.
And the thing is, Giannis, as much as
Dame can't win one game,
scores, but he also, we've seen it in the playoffs. He's not he doesn't have a great offensive package. And you kind of know what he's going to do, and he's good enough to get it done anyway. But there are times you can stop him or slow him down, and he won't be as dominant.
And the problem with that math, and you do that a lot, and in round terms, I agree with it to a degree. But the last time the Bucks had a real chance to win a championship, coming off their title, Middleton out, Game 6, in their building, up 3-2. Giannis did win you 1. I think he had 40, 17, and 8, something crazy. But Tatum also won you 1 that game, and they, you know what I mean, and they canceled each other out. So sometimes your guy does, oh man, team on his back, we're not losing. But the other guy's superstar is team on my back, we're not losing. And then Dame is not better than the second option of any of those other teams. Dame is not better than Jaylen Brown, and he is not better at this point in his career than Evan Mobley. He's not. He's a better...
Because he scores, but he gives up so much.
Right, and so it's just, even if Giannis is the better number 1 than those teams, and that's maybe debatable when it comes to Tatum, those other teams have the better 2, the better 3, the better 4. What
about Dame time?
Listen, I like Dame, but he's not better than...
It's not been a great
Jaylen Brown.
It's not been a great trade for Dame.
No.
It's going to be a disaster.
He's still a Hall of Famer and a legend and all that, but it's not a good look.
Legend is a lot now if you're going in the first round.
Also, remember, he also is dealing with...
Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get more from the show and to check out clips from other shows on FS1.